Good morning, children. Last class we have seen about acid, bases and salt, their properties, isn't it? So now you know about acids and bases. What happens if we mix an acid with a base? Okay, that we are going to see in this class. So about neutralization. So what is meant by neutralization? Neutralization means the reaction which occurs between an acid and base, known as neutralization reaction. Okay, so the reaction which occurs between acid and base. So salt and water is produced in this process with the evolution of heat. So when there is a reaction between acid and base, salt and water is produced with the evolution of heat. General form of neutralization reaction. So acid react with base and form salt and water with the evolution of heat. Now here you can see an example for neutralization reaction. Acid hydrochloric acid. So example for acid hydrochloric acid. So what is the molecular formula for hydrochloric acid? HCl. So when it is reacting with base such as sodium hydroxide. Okay, so example for base is sodium hydroxide. What is the molecular formula for sodium hydroxide? NaOH. Okay, so when acid hydrochloric acid react with base such as sodium hydroxide, it forms sodium chloride, that is salt and water. Okay, so what is the molecular formula for sodium chloride? NaCl. Okay, understood, children? So the reaction between acid and base forms salt and water with the evolution of heat. Such reaction is called neutralization reaction. Understood, children? Now, so this neutralization reaction have lot of application in our daily life. So let us see about that. First, it is used as a remedy for indigestion. Okay, so neutralization reaction can be used as a remedy for indigestion. Hydrochloric acid is the acid which is produced in the stomach, which is essential for the proper functioning of digestive system. So which is the acid produced in the stomach? Hydrochloric acid. It is normally produced in the stomach, which is essential for the proper functioning of digestive system. Okay, so when we eat spicy food, our stomach produces large amount of hydrochloric acid, which result in acidity or indigestion. So when our stomach produce large amount of hydrochloric acid, it result in acidity or indigestion. So you know indigestion is very painful, which will cause stomach pain or even stomach ulcers. Okay, so indigestion is because of the excess production of hydrochloric acid in our stomach, which will cause indigestion. Is very painful. Okay, so base, so you know the effect of acid will be neutralized by the base. Yes, so doctors, they will use antacids. So what is meant by antacid? Antacid or the substance which will act against acid. And means against. So antacids like milk of magnesia. So milk of magnesia is the base which is used to cure indigestion. You know indigestion is caused due to the excess production of acid. Okay, so neutralize the effect of an acid. They will give antacid like milk of magnesia, which is a base, will cure indigestion. Okay, which will reduce the effect of acid and cure indigestion. Understood, children? Now, it is also, that is neutralization reaction is also used to cure ant and bee sting. So when a person is bitten by an ant or bee, you know that they will inject into our skin sting, ant sting or bee sting. Yes, so ant sting and bee sting contains formic acid. Okay, so which is the acid present in ant sting and bee sting? Formic acid. Okay, so ant sting, bee sting which contain formic acid is injected into the skin when a person is bitten by an ant or a bee. So effect of ant or bee sting can be neutralized by rubbing a base like baking soda or calamine solution in the affected area of the skin. Already we know that acid's effect can be reduced by what? Base. Yes, so base will neutralize the effect of acid, so that once the ant sting or bee sting effect is caused, it can be neutralized by rubbing a base like baking soda or calamine solution in the affected area of the skin. Now, neutralization reaction is also used in the treatment of soil. Plant grow best in neutral soil. Neutral soil means which contains same amount of acid and base. So there will be a neutral soil which helps for the plant growth. But due to the lack of essential nutrients or excess use of fertilizer, the soil become too acidic or basic, which will reduces the soil fertility, leads to the poor growth of plants. Okay, so due to the lack of essential nutrients or excess use of fertilizer, the soil become too acidic or too basic, which will reduces the soil fertility and leads to the poor growth of plants. If the soil is too acidic, so you know effect of acid will be neutralized by the help of base. Yes, with the help of base. So if the soil is too acidic, it can be treated with base such as quicklime. Quicklime. So what is the other name of quicklime? Calcium oxide. Okay, or we can also use base like slaked lime. Other name of slaked lime is calcium hydroxide. Okay, so if the soil is too acidic, soil can be treated with base such as quicklime or slaked lime. If the soil is too basic, organic matter like compost or manure is added to the soil. Okay, so we know if the soil is too acidic, we can treat the soil with base and neutralize the effect of acidity in the soil. Yes, so if the soil is too basic, organic matter like compost or manure will be added, which will produce acid into the soil and neutralize the basic nature of the soil. Understood, children? So if the soil is too acidic, it can be treated with base such as calcium oxide or calcium hydroxide. If the soil is too basic, it can be treated with a compost or manure, which will releases acid into the soil and neutralize the basic nature of the soil. Now, neutralization reaction is also used to treat factory waste. Factory waste usually they are mostly acidic. If we are directly discharging factory waste which is mostly acidic into the water bodies, it will cause harmful effect to aquatic plants and animals. Okay, so factory waste normally they are acidic in nature. If we are directly discharging factory waste into water bodies, it will cause harmful effect on the aquatic plants and animals which is surviving in the water. Okay, so that what we have to do, before discharging factory waste into the water bodies, we have to treat factory waste with basic substance like slaked lime. Then we have to discharge it into the water bodies. Understood, children? So, we know the effect of acid will be reduced by basic substance. As the factory waste are so acidic, we can treat it with basic substance like slaked lime, and then you should discharge it into the water bodies. Understood, children? So I hope that you all understand about neutralization reaction and uses of neutralization reaction in daily life. If you have any doubt, you can ask children. Thank you.